What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. I am sure that you guys are clicking on this video based off of the title and the thumbnail. I felt like I've been disrespected, and that's gonna be the last time I've been disrespected by them. I tried to be the nice guy and just honestly just be the nice guy, and they ran all over me with it, and they're gonna lose their freedom over this. There's nothing else I can do about it. Like I said, when you've been disrespected, that's one thing. When they do it again, it's another. But this was the final straw. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, so this is gonna be an interesting video. I'm gonna be looking at the analytics of it, and I can guarantee you after what I'm about to say, some people will drop off the video. Some people like drama, and that's exactly what you got on this title. Anyways, it's nothing too serious, guys. Just trust me, it's nothing. So y'all know I got chickens out here. Those freaking little egg-laying son of guns. Look what they did to poor old Baxter's grave. Oh, I should be barbecuing them up right now, but I came out here and I was like, what the hell? And it just dawned on me. I said I'd let the chickens free range while I was gone, and of course, chickens are gonna do what they're gonna do, and they disrespected my little Baxter, and it pissed me off. So anyways, I'm really not that mad, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to build onto their coop. This is something I've been needing to do for a while. I don't like them free ranging in the yard because they crap all over my porches. They do stuff like this, and if I keep their pen open so they can go back in at night, these little creatures right here, her and her brother, will go in there and eat all the eggs that are left in there. So I need to build onto their coop. I said I was gonna do this for a long time, and I am now getting to it. So once again, I'm gonna check the analytics because, like I said, people claim that they don't like drama on the internet, but boy, will they click on a video when they think there is drama. So anyways, like I said, somebody's gonna be commenting, oh my gosh, I'm gonna unsubscribe. Well, you just got. So anyways, got all the wooden stuff back here in the truck. I got some 4x4 posts I'm gonna be burying in. I got some bags of concrete. I think they're 60-pound bags. Everything is treated. I got some fence planks. Basically, it's gonna look just like this over here, except for this fencing that I used. They didn't have any at Lowe's that I needed, so they're gonna have this over here in their main house area. Back where this little blue barrel is, there used to be a hole right there cut out. There still is, I just have it blocked off. I'm gonna take that out of the way, and that'll be their way that they can access the main area, and then their outdoor little area over here. If you've been watching for a while, I had an aviary, my goodness, good grief. An aviary out here out of an old carport. I had just some regular netting on there, and birds kept getting stuck in it, and they ended up dying out here. Not my chickens, just normal wildlife birds, and I didn't like that, so I took it down. I need to rebuild this. It's not gonna be as wide as this other one. This one's an 8x12. This one that I'm gonna be building off to the side is gonna be 6 by close to about 15 feet or so. I'm gonna get it up to this point right here. Shout out to Burger King, not sponsored, but they're always in the background. So anyways, I'm gonna be building this little section out. I don't know how far along I'm gonna get on this video, but I have some extra shade cloth. That one is 6 feet by, I think, 16 or so. So it's gonna be sticking out 6 feet, and then to come over to this fence post right here. So this whole section will be an enclosed area that the chickens can go in, and I don't have to let them free range anymore, especially when I go on trips and stuff. So with that being said, if you're still watching the video, I need to stop talking. Let's get to freaking work. Yeah. They must have heard me talking shit. Well, their fault, not mine. If they wouldn't have messed with little Baxter, they would still be able to free range, but it is what it is. Like I said, I need to stop talking. Hopefully they'll stop squawking and I can get to work. Ooh, that didn't sound too good. It's gonna be a tough one to dig. Like I said, it's gonna stick out about 6 foot. Something like that. Straight line, close enough. Pipe down, Karen. All right, guys, surprise, surprise, I've already changed my plans. Initially, I was gonna put a gate on this side so I can access this section, but with it only being 6 by 16, I really don't need to get in there too much. So what I'm thinking is just putting another post right up against their pin here, just doing a solid wall across on the east side over here and also on the south side. Once again, I'll just move this out of the way a little, and you can see back behind there, I just took a couple of those little planks out. This was when I had the old aviary, and they can just go in and out that way. And I'm thinking I'll just cut out this fence here, this section, and if I need to access over here, I could just walk right over that, and it gives them more room to be able to fly back and forth if they want. So that'll make it a little bit easier on me. Just a simple DIY project out here. There's a million ways you could do it. This is just the way I'm doing it. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and dig that last hole, get the post in there, make sure everything's level, add in all the Quikrete. I got to turn off my water hose over there because I'm watering that side of the yard. Bring the hose over, soak all these poles and stuff in, get it all set, and then we'll be able to add in all the fence planks and the shade cloth and also the chicken wire. So anyways, let's stop talking. Let's get back to freaking work. Try to get these as level as possible and as lined as much as possible, but if it's not perfect, it's also not the end of the world. I'll force them around each side and then add the water in. Fill that one up to the top. I'm gonna go ahead and do it to all three, and then I'll go back in and level everything. I think this hole was a little bit off, so I'm gonna put the post more to the outside. And I think it should work like that. Should have worn a mask. What's up, Red? Ready for your new home? Part of your new home? Put a little water in it. Level these things out. Dang, that's pretty good right there. It's like I'm a professional or something. Sheesh. Now this is gonna be all jacked up. Watch, I spoke too soon. Get that way. Get that way. That way. That way. Yeah, I spoke too soon on that one. That's level. Maybe go that way some, I think. There we go. Now we're cooking with grease. Sir. Yes, sir. All right, so while the posts were setting, I went ahead and pre-cut everything. I don't know what I was thinking. I messed up on two of them. It's not the end of the world. I can still use the boards on a different project, or maybe on this one in a different way, but I have some extra 2x4s. I have 3 of them that I'm gonna be using that are not treated. That's all right, it's not the end of the world. I go back in and clear cut it once everything is done, but not on this video. As you can see, I am drenched from head to toe. It is very, very humid today, but I'm gonna go ahead and attach these 2x4s at the bottom. I'm gonna go up about 2 feet, just like I did on that side, and then also run them along the top. And then I'll go back in with these fence planks that I cut at 2-foot sections. And I'm gonna use the ones with the dog ears over here on the side that you're really not gonna see too much. So there will be a little section from this pole over to the goat pen. Eventually I'm gonna turn that into a quail pen whenever I can find some quail down here and get around to that project. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick water break since I was working off camera. Go back in, connect all this stuff up, and it should start taking shape. I don't want y'all laughing too much at my work, but it's not perfect, but it'll do. Just finished up the top bracing on it, the 2 bottom pieces. Like I said, I'm just gonna add the fence planks down there, and I'm gonna put the chicken wire on the inside and just either staple them or whatever I have. I don't know if I even have any staples, to be honest, but I'll just put them on the inside of the post and it should be good. And then they'll have an extra, I don't know, 16 by 6 foot stretch to be able to stretch out. So anyways, I'm gonna stop talking, put you guys back down. We're gonna finish up the bottom, and then I gotta go look for some staples and see if we can get this chicken wire up and get these chickens out of here. So anyways, hope y'all are enjoying it. If you are, comment down below, let me know. And don't forget to smash that like button in the process. yeah, we are done just in the nick of time. My goodness, it is hot out here. I'm sweating from head to toe. At least it's keeping me cool with this all the sweat in my shirt. But once again, this is the chicken run. It ended up being about 7 feet wide by 16 feet long. So the shade cloth, as you can see on the back side, it doesn't completely go back to the fence. Not really worried about anything flying in or them flying out. I may end up ordering another shade cloth that's a little bit wider and redo that, but overall it came out pretty good. At least in my book, it's nothing too fancy. It matches the other chicken coops, and now they have the 8x12 once again, and roughly a 7x16 run over here. I went ahead and put a stump in there, a spool, a big limb that they can climb on and see out. You guys happy, huh? Yeah. Probably hard to see through that netting, so we'll go ahead and walk inside real quick here. Oh, they got a couple of eggs. Right there, 2 of them. And initially I was going to close that in, but I think I'm going to leave that open so they can just walk in and out real easy, or if they want to jump over right here. But this gives me plenty of room to just go in and out of here. Looks like the chickens are nice and happy. I don't know where the other 2 hens are, but there's Big Red, Goldie, and whatever that one is. I don't know that one's name. But let me go on in here real quick. Ugh. Once again, you can see the stump and spool and a Mexican petunia that's randomly growing in here, which will probably be eaten in no time. Oh. I kicked the dang camera. Sorry, guys. I went back in and filled that in with dirt. This was where the old chicken run used to be, and they pretty much dug some of that out, so I went ahead and backfilled all that. So what I was talking about back here, there's little gaps here and there, but nothing too crazy. Like I said, they shouldn't be able to get out. But yeah, I'm sure they'll like it. I'm sure they'll eat all this grass up in no time. I'll have to throw grass in here like I normally do, give them their greens for the day. I don't have to worry about the dogs coming in and eating their eggs either. Looks like some of the chickens are hiding back there behind their house. But yeah, overall, very pleased with it. I'll come back here to the far corner once again. This is what it looks like from the inside. Chicken wire's not the tightest, but it'll do. I'm tired. Overall, the cost was roughly about $125. Luckily, I already had the fence on the backside, and that included the shade cloth as well, so not too bad. Fence planks are pretty cheap, so that's why I use those for a lot of projects. The main thing was 4x4s and then the cement for it, but overall, not bad for the price. And it gives them a lot more room to roam around out here and be more like they're just living life instead of just cooped up inside of a small coop. So anyways, comment down below, let me know what you guys think. I appreciate y'all for watching. Hopefully nobody gets mad with the title and stuff. If y'all do, whatever, you should probably reevaluate your life. So anyways, appreciate y'all for watching, and I will catch y'all on the next one. I'm gonna go inside in the AC and cool off. Peace.